This video will go through the process of replacing the drive shaft on your Dutton-Lainson CD4000 brake winch. The first thing you must do is remove your load from the winch and the wheel from the drive shaft. Use a 5/16 inch wrench, nut driver, or flathead screwdriver to loosen and remove the top cover's 2 screws. Raise the cover off of the winch and set it aside. Then use your same tool to remove the brake pad cover's 3 screws, followed by the cover itself. Lift the ratchet pawl off of the ratchet wheel. Pull the 2 brake pads and ratchet wheel off the end of the drive shaft. Then carefully release the ratchet pawl so it hangs freely. Use a flathead screwdriver to pry the E-ring out of its slot on the other end of the drive shaft. Set a 3/16 inch punch against the roll pin in the sprocket, then pound it completely out with a hammer. Hold the bushing in place as you slide the drive shaft out of the base and remove the sprocket. Set the chain over your new sprocket. Line the sprocket up with the bushing, and then slide your new drive shaft partially through the base. Set the washer on the end of the drive shaft. Then push it all the way through the base so the washer is against the bronze bushing. Use your hammer and punch to pound the roll pin back into its hole in the sprocket until it's just below flush. Rotate the ratchet pawl into the hook of the spring and hold it up as you reinstall a brake pad, followed by the ratchet wheel, then the other brake pad. Let go of the ratchet pawl and make sure it fits cleanly into the ratchet wheel's teeth like you see here. Note that the ratchet wheel has a flat side and a curved side. Make sure that the flat side is facing out towards you and the curved side is facing in towards the rest of the winch. Retighten all 3 screws on the brake pad cover. If the tab of the brake pad cover is pressing against the outer brake pad like you see here, grind, sand, or file off a bit of the tab. Then reinstall the brake pad cover and make sure that there's now a small gap between the tab of the brake pad cover and the brake pad. Insert the bearing clip over the bearing to hold it in place. Then set the cover back on the winch and retighten both of its screws. After you have reinstalled your wheel on the end of the drive shaft, turn it clockwise and make sure you can hear a clicking sound like this. If you do, you have successfully replaced the drive shaft and reinstalled all of the parts correctly.